we are of a certain age, so we played already game 20 years ago at least, and we miss these really, really retro games. And as it happens, a lot of them has been remastered or rebooted. All right,
I
all
don't know
good.
if there's an issue with the stream, but the videos keep going off
Uh,
for
that, that
myself and
I
Antoine.
I think I know why that is, and it shouldn't happen again. So.
I think there's only one of the other games left on this list that I really recognize, well,
Uh,
that I've played and dedicated quite a bit of time to.
it's probably Power Rapper the Rapper, isn't it?
No, Onimusha.
Onimusha, yeah, let's do that. Okay. The Onimusha Warlords, which apparently was the name of the original one in Japan, I guess. Do you want to kind of introduce this one, Phil?
Well, I'm hoping it's the right game. Yes, it is the right game. I was just like, you know what? I'm trying to remember back what I used to play on the PlayStation 2, and I'm sure I used to play a game like this. And I'm scrolling down, and I'm like, yes, I can now see somebody fighting. And it was kind of cool for me because I was never really into this type of game when I was growing up, and I don't even remember even getting the game. So I'm not sure if like a friend bought it. I think it did. I think a friend who was into like feudal Japan and ancient Chinese cultures and stuff, and brought it around and must have left it at my house, and I somehow just inherited it into my collection. And then I played it a few years later. This and I don't know if you guys can remember the one with Cow Cow and the other chap, and you control the army board. That was also on the PlayStation
Dynasty
2.
Warriors.
Yes. I had these two. Again, he must have left that as well because I didn't really buy these games. And I really enjoyed both of them. I really enjoyed. I probably enjoyed the other one more because it was more tactical based, and there's the heroes in combat and you control your way through. But this was also really good because we're into Legend of the Five Rings at the time, which is all about feudal Japan, the role playing game and the card games. So it give you a decent feel for the system and how things worked. You kind of go around, you have these different swords that you can select. You go around killing everything, and then the people drop these soul like shards that you collect, and that slowly powers up, and then you increase your weapon and gain new abilities, and you kind of have to shift between them for different monsters and what you're fighting. And it was a pretty funky, quirky game. I don't know if it stole the ideas off anything else, and one of the games had that idea, but for me, I was just like, ooh.
It sounds like Sekiro took inspiration from this one, right?
Well, it sounds like Sekiro, but if you've actually played the game, it is really close to Resident Evil. This was actually, I mean,
Okay.
if you look at some of the camera angles and the way, where it has like the pre-rendered scenes and you kind of run around and the camera shifts, this game was very much a Resident Evil game set in feudal Japan with magic. And it even had like the puzzles where you had to solve certain puzzles, where it's like, oh, you found this ruby, you have to enter it into this statue's eye to open up this gate and whatnot. So it was kind of an interesting thing because I remember when it came out and people were saying like, oh, that's it. It looks like it's a Resident Evil game, but it's not, modern time with guns. This is bizarre. I played this game, the original one. I really enjoyed it. I never played 2 or 3. Number 3 has Jean Reno in it as the main character. But if I remember correctly, the original ones, his main character was Samanosuke, I think was his name. But it was a lot of fun, and the only thing that I didn't like about this game was the way it did. I don't remember if it was upgrades or magic or whatever, but it was like Resident Evil, where if you clear out an area, that area is basically clear, so you couldn't go back and farm more souls or anything like that. And that did make certain things like leveling kind of difficult at times because the amount of souls that you were going to have to use your magic and whatnot was a limited resource. So you couldn't go back and get more. If you used it all, you were basically like, nope, you're done. You just have to progress in the story without it.
I liked that at the time. I thought you had to be more careful about it. It wasn't.
Oh, you definitely did, but it meant that I never used it.
Go in and be careful. Yeah, exactly.
Because I was always paranoid.
You're going to walk around this corner with something big and nasty, and you're really going to regret having used it just around the corner on like one guy stood on his own. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then you can play as 2 characters.
On Switch. Maybe I will. Yeah, you do play it. Yeah, it's not available on Switch for the Warlords. Maybe I will purchase this. We'll see.
Yeah, this one's been on my wish list for the PS4 for a while. Never got around to it because the backlog, but and I don't think they made a new Onimusha in a while. I think 3 was I think there was maybe one more after 3. I don't remember.
I'm curious now as well. Onimusha Warlords, Onimusha 3 Demon Siege, Onimusha 2, Onimusha Day of Dreams, Onimusha Blade Warriors. I'm not entirely sure what the order of those are.
I don't know. But yeah, it was a fun game. So hopefully they'll make a new one someday. I really enjoy that, especially now considering that today's the 29th. We're entering October. This would be a great Halloween horror game, Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fourth installment was Dawn of Dreams.
All right.
Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Here's a question though before we move on.
Sure.
Onimusha is the 8th Capcom best-selling franchise. How many of the other 7 can you get that are higher?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter,
Yep.
yeah, of course.
Street Fighter, that is 3rd.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is number 1.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter is number 2.
We got the top 3. Mega Man.
Mega Man is number 4. Wow, we're going down this list here.
I'm trying to think of what other Capcom games are there.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Marvel versus Capcom count?
Yeah, I was going to say, I have to get that one. I always talk about that one. Always. Yeah. So that's number 7, just in there.
So we need 5 and 6 and 8 and 9. Oh, you said which one was this one?
No, you just need the 2 higher than it. It stops at this one.
Okay.
Marvel vs. Capcom. This was number 8. So Marvel Capcom 7. So you're missing the last 2.
As much as I'd love to say Okami, I'm not sure. I don't think it would be Okami.
Nope.
I'm trying to think about the Capcom games.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah. Drawing a blank.
Give up.
Sure.
Devil May Cry and Dead Rising.
I didn't realize those were Capcom.
Yeah, completely forgot about them.
Devil May Cry does not surprise me at all. But yeah, I didn't realize Devil May Cry was Capcom. But Dead Rising, okay. All right, that's kind of interesting. All right, but seeing as we kind of mentioned Resident Evil, you guys want to look at Resident Evil 3?
All right.
All
I wanted to finish on some advertisement for the channel because you played Nier, but you played Nier, so I thought, can you give us your impression of?
Sure, we can do Nier.
And,
yeah.
And make sure you go to the YouTube channel to see Adam's gameplay.
Yeah. Make sure you go there to see Nier.